How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, definitely be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new down below. Also, if you are subscribed already, definitely be sure to click that little bell icon down there to actually get notified every time that I do post a new video. As a smaller car channel here on YouTube that posts new content daily, it really does help me out a lot. But you saw the title and you saw the thumbnail. Today we're going to be briefly looking over the actual first race car that we're going to see in person with the 7th gen Mustang styling going on. Now, if you saw the reveal of the S650 Mustang last month, you would know that there's a bunch of different leagues that this Mustang is going to be competing in internationally. So this isn't something that's really crazy and special, but the first one that we are going to see is going to be at the Australian League, the Supercars Championship League, which is essentially like an Australian Grand Touring League if you're not familiar with it. It's going to actually debut tomorrow at the Bathurst 1000. So it's going to be really cool to see, and I'm going to be going over this little article by Motor Trend. It will be linked down in the description below, the article, if you want to go read it yourself and go, like, you know, do a little bit more research or whatever. But just looking at the pictures that Motor Trend actually has attached to the article, here is just some, like, here are some just like renderings or whatever of this Supercars Championship Mustang. Now, this is essentially just a, you know, purebred race car. I think that goes without saying, and I'm pretty sure that the bodies on these cars that they use for the Supercars Championship are like very similar to NASCAR bodies, where they're not like really that important. You can see a pretty aggressive spoiler there. It's not like a NASCAR league. All the racing that they do is, again, Grand Touring, so it's a lot of circuits and curves and braking and a lot more stuff than just NASCAR going around in a circle. Now, I know that NASCAR has their own road tracks and their own like Cup Series and everything, but this Mustang is definitely going to be different than the new Mustang NASCARs that we're eventually going to see here in the States. Now, what is actually pretty interesting to me, looking underneath the hood here, this Mustang should make around 600 horsepower because that is the Supercars Championship, like that's their limit, I believe. However, looking at this engine with the front of the car kind of picked up, it kind of looks like a third generation of the Coyote. Maybe the intake manifold and everything is just very similar to the 4th gen Coyotes that are going to be found in the like a regular 7th gen Mustangs that are going to be available for the public. But we could see the single throttle body right here. Obviously a different type of intake system coming from like the front of the car, and a couple other like obviously upgrades. You know, this is a race car at the end of the day. It's not like the just regular like street legal cars that they make from factory. But I don't believe that they're actually using a 4th gen engine with this, or a 4th gen Coyote engine with this. So correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. And also listed right here, we can see that this 7th gen Mustang is actually the very first Mustang to compete in the new Supercars Gen 3 format. So now right here we can see the main mechanical differences between this Mustang that is going to be competing in the Supercar Championship compared to a regular new 7th gen Mustang GT, and that is that the 5 liters of displacement are actually punched out to 5.4 liters, so they're stroking at the engine to make that much more power. And again, it's making right at 600 horsepower. That's probably detuned for regulations, and 479 foot-pounds of torque. And it's also going to be featuring a 36-gallon fuel cell and a sequential 6-speed gearbox. Now, this is actually saying that the new 7th gen Mustang should be making around 450 horsepower. However, during the reveal of the new Mustang, I think that the representative from Ford actually said around 480, and the new Dark Horse, which I did just make a video on like yesterday, is going to be have a target horsepower of right around 500. And then right at the very end of the article, they kind of list off a couple of the other motorsports that this 7th Gen Mustang is going to be competing in, including GT3, GT4, NHRA drag racing, and NASCAR. So the GT4 Mustang, I'm definitely excited to see for, you know, when they actually, I guess, release it to the public and it's not just a rendering or whatever, because again, I cannot wait to see the new Nissan Z GT4 car, which again, I just did a video about like 2 days ago, compete with the Supra GT4 car, compete with the new Mustang GT4 car. Again, they're probably my 3 favorite sports cars on the market right now, and if I had to buy a new car, it would most likely be one of them. Actually, well, I can't really say that for the 7th Gen Mustang, considering that it was just released and we don't have official prices yet, but I definitely cannot wait personally to see the actual GT4 cars compete. But anyways, looking back at the Supercar Championships Mustang, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Again, there's not really much to say because it is like a standard Supercars Championship race car, so they're all kind of guided by regulations and rules. However, it is really cool to see a 7th Gen Mustang style body actually on a physical race car now. And again, let me know what you guys think about this new race car Mustang down in the comments below. While you're down there, definitely be sure to subscribe for more daily automotive news, automotive updates, and just overall automotive content here on YouTube. I do appreciate you guys sticking to the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for your time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed today's video, click on either of these links right here to watch a similar video from this channel, or click on the little circle link right there to actually subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. I do appreciate all the support, but thank you for sticking to the end of this video, and I hope you have a fantastic day.